What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Shake Up. I'm back in the football game with California with it, man. Hey, man, it's gonna be a good one. Salle Spartans taking the Pittsburg Pirates. It's like the Pittsburg Pirates is a baseball team, just like, but it's a football team. But hey, back to the action. Let's go. See who's gonna take this. We're in California with it, man. Good luck to both teams.
Team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started.
And let's go, man. Let's see how this play out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. First down and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is four-down territory. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Offense lining up quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Spits it out to the back. He's got it down the middle. And it's in there for a touchdown.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. To the ground with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jones wants to throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Plows through the defense. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alexander. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just keep slinging it. The screen, he's got wheels. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Got it behind the line. It's Alexander. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the back. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Jones to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. There he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Alexander. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The kick is on its way. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And he will house it.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. second down, he'll throw it. Release to the back. Finds his man. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing to running backs that could run great routes. That was a good one there on the angle route. He sold it like he was running to the flat, put his foot in the ground, cut back inside, crossed the defender's face, made it an easy throw and an easy first down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking downfield on first down. Dumps it to the back. On target. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The give to the back. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put together an 81-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jones wants to throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fake. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looking to throw again. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the offense
Let's
goes
go.
5
They
wide.
were driving. They were driving deep. They were driving fast too. They were driving to picking up big plays, chunk plays.
The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now this offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Catch in the middle. It's Avery. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground. to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Pitts. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on second and goal. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guy.
And it'll be a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Quarterback may change this route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Great place to start for this offense. Jones to throw. Makes the catch. It's Ward. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Defense in press coverage. Looking to fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And it's right down the boulevard. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. It'll be a draw. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Looking for room at the 40. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Back open in the middle. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches. Finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll try to pop the draw. Just steamrolling the defense. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time to hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. He'll pull it down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
All right, fourth quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. A quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick. And then that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
To the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds a tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Lewis. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Eighth play of the drive coming up. Jones to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Pitts. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout by the defense.
They're down to the 20, first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Use the play fake, now to throw. Big fella moving. The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Snap in the shotgun. Bringing the heat. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, David. Just going to have to come down to some good old-fashioned heroics, right? Can't take a sack.
He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.